Hello, I'm Charlize and today I'm going to be doing the How I Read tag. So before I start, I had my Year 10 formal last night and it was great. And if you don't know what a formal is, it is basically prom. I think you Americans call it prom. I don't know if you guys have it in Year 10 and Year 12, but we have a Year 10 one because people can leave school in Year 10. So, yeah, but only 3 people in my grade are leaving school. But we had our formal, so I'm going to put some pictures up of it because I had a fun time and I look like Tinkerbell gone wrong. So yes, I wasn't actually tagged by anyone to do this, but you know, I did it anyway. I'll put a link to the original video in the description box and I'm just going to go through the questions now. So the first question is, how do you find out about new books to read? And I'm just like, I basically just through BookTube, like that's the same as everyone else I'm pretty sure, but just through BookTube. I used to get a lot of my books through Goodreads, like when I wasn't as into BookTube, because I found Pollen Banana's books first, then I found Goodreads through her channel. So I had like Pollen Banana's books and Goodreads, and then I had all the other booktubers. But now, basically just BookTube recommendations, books that everyone loves. I'm like, oh, I should read that. Yeah. Question 2 is, how did you get into reading? And I have not been a reader for my whole life. Like, I always kind of read, like, but not, I wasn't obsessed with it. I think, like, if I had have been encouraged more, then I would have. But, like, no one in my family really reads. And the school didn't encourage it heaps. They did, like we had to read, but like it wasn't made out to be like a fun thing. So I always read on and off, but I read about like 5 or less books a year. And then like in Year 7, I read The Knife of Never Letting Go by Patrick Ness. Yes, I brought up Patrick Ness again, I'm sorry. He's gonna come into every video in some way, I'm sorry. Patrick Ness is gonna come into my videos. But yes, I read that in Year 7 and I remember I really enjoyed that. And that was the first time that I really read anything outside of what I usually read, because up until then I read only historical fiction. I don't know why. I still really like historical fiction, but I read like everything. I read like A Rose for the Anzac Boys, War's End, I Will Plant You a Lilac Tree, Boy in Striped Pajamas, all of the Once, Then, Now, After Morris Gleitzman books. I read a lot, okay, and there was more than that, I just don't remember them. And then I saw like The Knife of Never Letting Go, and I was like, that looks interesting. And I read the back and I got it and it was amazing. And then I got Noel Barleywater Runs Away by John Boyne, same author as Boy in Striped Pajamas, which was the only reason why I really got it, because it had a cool cover. Then I was looking for a birthday present for my friend at the beginning of this year. Her birthday was in March, and she told me she wanted Divergent, and I didn't know what it was. So I got it for her, and there were only 2 copies left at the store, and I got myself one as well, and that is when I really got into reading. And then I don't remember how like that led on to other things, but it just kind of did when I found the BookTube, because I didn't know about books, but now I do. So that's how I got into reading. It's a pretty weird story, but yeah. Question 3 is, how has your taste in books changed as you've gotten older? And I kind of answered this in how I used to only read historical fiction, like nothing else. I read the Twilight books, but I didn't even read the first book because I saw the movie before it, so I only read the last 3 books. But basically I only read historical fiction, and now, like, I didn't know young adult was a genre. I didn't know about any of that. I thought there was just like fantasy, sci-fi and all that. Didn't know there was like middle grade. I knew there were like picture books, and then there was like novels, and then there was adult books. I didn't know anything else, but that's how my reading has changed. I now read young adult, and I read lots of genres, especially science fiction. It's probably my favourite genre now, so that's changed. Question 4 is, how often do you buy books? And I don't buy books that often. Like, if you guys see my book hauls, they're usually really small. Like recently I've started getting a lot more books because I don't know why, but I don't have like a lot of money to spend. If I had more money to spend, trust me, I'd be buying more books, but I don't. So the most books I buy, like the most often I buy books, would be once a month. I don't think I've ever bought like 2 separate I've never hauled 2 separate times in a month. Like, it's all been just at one go, and it's always like, I don't think I've gotten more than like 5 books a month at a time. That's pretty much it. Question 5 is, how did you get into booktubing? And I found Paula Manana's books, Christine from Paula Manana's books, and like I really enjoyed her videos, and then I found all the other booktubers, and I was also subscribed to a vlogger called Connor Manning, and I don't know how I found him, but I think I was subscribed to him before Paula Manana's books, and then he made a video called Beginner's Guide to YouTube, and he like said that if you were skeptical about making a YouTube channel, then leave a video response to his video, like back when video responses were a thing. So I made my first video, and he had like questions. So if you go to like my first video, that's it. I haven't like deleted it, and I'm not even like disappointed in that video or like embarrassed of it. It's like, it's still a pretty good video, and that's how I got into the booktubing. I didn't know. Really, Bird? Really? Okay. I didn't know I was going to be a book channel. I wanted to be like photography and vlogs and books. But now I'm kind of just books and like sometimes photography. Vlogs, I can't vlog. I can't. Question 6 is, how do you react when you don't like the end of a book? And like, usually I kind of like have this confused tantrum where I'm like, I just like, I don't know, I kind of stare and I'm like, or I like talk to myself like as if I'm talking to the author. I'm like, really? And if it's Patrick Ness, I'm like, every time Patrick Ness, I did trust issues. I have trust issues with you because of that. And yeah, I don't react like heaps bad. Like, I don't get angry, really. I haven't, unless it's like a really bad ending, not like the type of ending where a character gets killed off, because that doesn't make the book bad. But if it's like you're waiting the entire book for the book, like you're waiting for the book to get good, and then just as the ending is coming and you think it's going to be something good and then it's just dry, then maybe I'll be a bit angry, but I won't do much, really. I don't get that angry. Question 7 is, how often have you taken a sneaky look at the back page of a book to see if it's a happy ending? And I don't like read the last page, but with every book, every single book, I flip to the back page to see how many pages are in the book more than once. Like, firstly, so I can just see how many pages there are, and then secondly, to be able to calculate where halfway is, because I'm a freak like that. I have to know where halfway is, and I have to get to halfway in a certain amount of days, and like, I check the page number, so if it has like 420 pages, then I'll say to myself, I want to finish this in 4 days, but I never do. If it has like 480 pages, I'll give myself 5 days. I'm just weird. I'm really weird like that. I don't read the last page. Sometimes I'll read the last sentence like by accident, but really it doesn't mean much to me when it's just the last sentence. And then those are all the questions, and now I have to tag people, and I haven't thought of this. I didn't think of this before I did it. So, well, I'm going to tag Adoration, I can't say the word, Adoration of Reading, because I forgot to tag her in my last video. Somehow, like, I forgot to tag her in the TBR pile, and she's been commenting on like all my videos, and she's just greatness. So I tag her, and I tag Ciara Jav, and I'll tag April from April Brooks. I'm not sure if she's done it, but I can't think of anyone else right now, but everyone should just do it if they want to. I might tag more people in the comments, but no, just those 3 people for now. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Goodbye.